morning guys, welcome to another video. And this week I completely stuffed up. This was supposed to be an extension of our Waikerie Speedway trip where we camped at the track, and then the next day went and tried to do a bit of yabbying at Ramco, and then called into Swan Reach and Bow Hill on the way back. But I got the footage all mixed up with the Speedway footage, and it ended up being deleted except for a little bit at Bow Hill. So we'll go back to that a bit later on and show you that bit of footage where I did a food review at Bow Hill from the general store, a fish and chip review. So check that out near the end. So to make up the video, I have decided to go out in the kayak, and we're heading down to Wellington East, and we're going to go for a bit of a paddle across the Murray and over to a little lagoon which is part of the Coorong Council Canoe Trail. So I've never been into it before, so we're going to try and find that. We'll chuck a couple of Yabby pots in, we'll see what's happening, have a bit of a look around, and stick around later on for the fish and chip food review. So I better turn the camera around, show you guys what I'm looking at, and you know what that means. It's time to start the music. Righto guys, here we are, Wellington East. They've still got the boat ramp closed, but two trailers just left, and they just put their boats in and must have taken them around to their shacks or houses. So this is the marina, I suppose you'd call it a marina, and that's the lagoon. The river is in the far distance behind that row of willows, and in front of those shacks you can see in the distance, or houses. And over there to the right there's supposed to be a little bit of another lagoon that they use with the Coorong canoe trail. So we're going to chuck the canoe in. It's already down there. I've got Yabby nets baited up, and I've got the head strap on for my GoPro. And for those of you that have seen me before get into a kayak, it's one of my skills that I was born with. I always have the camera going because you never know what's going to happen. There's a fair chance I'll go arse over tit and in the river, but we'll go and do that now. Righto guys, here we go. We've got two Yabby pots in the back. We've got my little life vest. Always thinking of safety, I am. Just in case I get out in the river and the current gets me and I end up at Kangaroo Island. I've got enough water to last me until I get to Kangaroo Island. Got me hat. Got to worry about the sun. Got my phone in a plastic bag in that little holder. And yes, it's very dirty. I had it sitting in the backyard and filled up with water. Got no idea where the dirt came from. Must have been in the rain. So let's get in this kayak and head for the river. Righto, here we go. Get her out in the water a bit. Now I'm pretty smooth at this. I think I should have been a ballerina or something like that. The way I just put my bum in it was like I was made to go kayaking. Here we go. Oh shit! Hang on, hang on. We're stuck. Oh, let's get in. I can see some black swans out there. I don't know which way the camera's facing. You can see the old legs haven't had much sun this season. Oh well. Right. Tilt the camera up a touch. 4 black swans up there. And we're floating. And we're away. Oh damn it. You're only allowed to go 4 knots in here. I'm going to have to slow down a little bit. Hope this camera's picking up those 4 black swans. Well, my eyes are a little bit buggered in my old age. They could be just ducks with long necks. Got this bird circling me. So out in the main part of the Murray now, and it will be interesting to see how much current there is when we get out in the middle. There's a little bit now. We got Wellington down here to the left, and probably about 5k's. There goes my phone, but I can't get it out. About 5k's down Lake Alexandrina, and about 10k's to the right back up to Tailem Bend. We're going to shoot straight ahead over there. There's supposed to be a bit of a back lagoon that they have on the Coorong Canoe trail, so we'll get in there, see if we can find it, chuck a couple of Yabby pots on, or a couple of Yabby pots in, and have a bit of a look around. So there was a little bit of current in the middle, but not too bad. This is one of the many distance markers along the Murray, so that's telling us that we are 78 kilometres from the Murray mouth. And a bit weird, there's no boats out. I'm fairly sure they've just, or they had restrictions last week where you could have dinghies and boats in, but you could only go up to 10 knots, and had to slow down to 4 if you were near levee banks or flooded areas. But I think they've changed that restriction now where you can go faster, but speedboats still cannot have, or they can't tow anyone behind at the moment. But I thought there'd be a few boats having a bit of a cruise on this beautiful day, and we're just crashing into the willows here. So I think I've finally found this entrance to this little lagoon, about 500 metres upstream from that 78 kilometre marker. She's a narrow entrance. Okay, same as usual. Some stockings, bit of dog food. We'll just drop him down there, see how deep it goes. Not very deep, maybe 1 metre. And we'll just paddle back here, tie up. I don't know what they are up in that dead tree, probably shags or something. No idea. I know I'm going to get comments now. You've been living on the river all your life, you should know the name of those birds. So pretty easy to set up these pyramid nets. You store them flat and just pull them up, a little triangle in there, and I'm just going to drop it in here. Again, not very deep, maybe half a metre here, and I'm not even going to tie up because these ropes generally float and there's no wind. And if we just chuck them over here onto some of those weeds, we'll be able to come back and check it. We have come to a dead end. I wanted to get over to that bit. I think we can do a loop back that way. Unless I can find somewhere to squeeze through. I don't know if you guys saw that. He was just sitting there looking at me, about that big. That was crazy. I thought he was dead. I was going to pick him up and show you. Wonder if we can get through over this stuff. Nah. Reverse out. Get up there, come on. Nothing. Not a thing. I don't know, guys. I thought there'd be a few in this little lagoon. Well, guys, the one out a bit deeper, no better. Couple of shrimps in there. And one of these annoying little baby carp. We'll get rid of that. So we're going to paddle back now. This is weird. Sensational day and not one other boat on the water. Around Wellington anyway. Righto, we made it home. Now some of my dismounts are just as bad as my on mounts. Is that the right word? I'm just going to put my there's no one around, which is a good thing. If I get in too shallow, my knees don't work and I can't stand up, so we've sort of got to do it out here. We'll chuck that in out of the way. And we'll, oh shit, where's the bottom? Come on. Well, found the bottom. Alright, let's get the knees working. Let's get the fat belly out over the edge. And, oh shit. Where's my bloody net gone? Yeah, that was pretty smooth for me. Alright, let's get packed up. So this is probably a bit scary to a lot of people in their houses looking out at the moment, because I've taken my top off, showing everyone my muscles. I thought I'd go for a swim. Haven't been for a swim this summer yet. Ooh, it's a bit cold. Oh shit, what's that I'm standing on? I don't know. Anyway, here we go. Oh, beautiful. Nice and cool. Probably full of shit and sewage, but I don't care. One good thing about having a big guts, it's like a life jacket around your waist. Just keeps you afloat. So maybe I should have looked at this before I went out trying to find that little lagoon. So that's the Canoe trail up here, Tailem Bend. A few backwaters just above Tailem. Tailem Bend here, Fred's Landing. And then we got Wellington East. And that's where we went, in along there and then up into that little lagoon. Great little spot here at Wellington East. You've got barbecue over there, or 2 barbecues I think, probably 3. Nice boat ramp. 4 knots until you get out to the main river. A great little spot. That's probably going to finish this one, guys. I've just had a good mate of mine, Nick, ring up. He's a train driver from Tailem Bend, and he usually does the Adelaide to Darwin run. And just lately he's been working flat out. I only tend to see him about once every 6 weeks. So he called up, said he'd going to the pub this afternoon, and I had to think about it a bit, and in the end I decided I better go to the pub and say hello to him. So that'll do it. We'll catch you guys next week. No speedway next week, so I've got a couple of days off, so I'll come up with some plan to go somewhere. Catch you later. So not too sure how much footage I got because the SD card ran out, but we checked one pod here. It had a heap of carp in it, a bit like up at Ramco. But yeah, I got a few in there. Beautiful.
Yeah, I'll carry some back.
Nice size.
Yeah, it's got the carp. All the carps on.
We went the wrong spot. We shouldn't have gone to Ramco, and he's got a few other nets down there. So I don't know how much we got before the SD card run out, but this is Kent Smith from Jervois. Auto electrician. You got any problems? See him? No, he's flat out at the moment. He's not going to help you. Yep, next year you'll be right. So he's down here with the family, and he's got a couple of opera nets down that way, and got about 10 or so each time he pulled up. So pretty good haul. Bit better than what me and Smeds did earlier today. So I hadn't been here long, and that's a pretty good haul.
Yeah.
Okay guys, fish and chip review. I'm going to have to apologise to the Bow Hill shop because I came out and then met a couple of friends here, so I got talking. So it's been in the box for probably nearly 10 minutes, so I'm a bit worried we're going to stuff the snap test up. But it's still looking pretty good. Chips are looking okay. It looks like it's a packet fish. I'm pretty sure that's just some frozen fish that you buy in a box. So it's probably not worth it at a small shop like this, making your own batter all the time and keeping the fish. So I'm afraid the score is going to be down a little bit. We'll just do a bit of a snap test and see what happens here. I'm struggling a bit here. I'm holding the GoPro thing on my chin. Rightio, snap test. Yeah, a bit. Oh, they got some down there. Kent, some nice yabbies. We'll go down and check that out later. Back to the fish and chip review. Yeah, it's a bit soft. Oops, now I'm dropping it everywhere. Not a real good snap, but that's a bit my fault. We'll be back in a minute for the review. Okay guys, food review. So, packet fish, it was okay, nothing special. Chips are pretty good, get heaps of them, too many for me, especially when I've got a hangover. So 6.8, that's my review.